We are now joined by Avino Silver and Gold Mines. Next to me is David Wolfin, who is CEO and President. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. I thought you could begin by introducing yourselves and the company to the viewers.
Sure. Avino Silver and Gold Mines was incorporated in 1968, so we've been in business for a long time. We have a producing mine in Mexico. It's called the Avino Mine. And we have a plan to triple our output within 5 years, and we own the other assets. So it's La Preciosa and the Oxide Tailings. So basically going from one producing asset to 3 in the next 5 years.
And so far at the event here at Nordic Funds and Mines, what are your impressions?
Oh, it's been great. This is the first time here, and we're meeting lots of interesting people and institutional investors that are showing a lot of interest in our company.
Let's talk about your projects then. Your producing mine was in production for 27 years before closing in 2001. Then you restarted operations in 2015 after expansion, so it's been running for another 10 years or so. How has these expansions in the past, how have they influenced the mine of life?
Well, we have 75 million metric tons of measured and indicated and inferred. The plant capacity is 750,000 tons, so it's 100 years of mine life. So we're looking at major expansions in the future.
So you're looking to triple your mining output also, triple it in, was it 3 years or 5 years?
Yeah, within 5 years. So we're going to go from one producing asset to 3. We own it. It's a clear path to transformational growth. That's our tagline. It's clear because we own the assets. It's not through M&A activity. We announced earlier this year we got the permits for our second mine, and we started building that in April, and we're preparing to start processing it 19 kilometers away at our producing Avino Mine. And then the third asset is the Oxide Tailings. So this is from when we open pit mined in the 70s and 80s. We didn't have good recovery rates back then, but there's new technologies. So we've done a feasibility study on reprocessing that. So all 3 of those are going to take us between 8 and 10 million ounces a year. We produce right now currently our all-in sustaining cost is $20. And by bringing on those other assets, we're going to have higher grade and economies of scale. And we expect our costs to go down to the mid-teens, $15 to $18 all in sustaining.
There's underground, there's open pit, but you mentioned tailings. What are the advantages of mining in tailings versus other sort of methods?
Well, this has already been processed material, but because it's oxidized from erosion and Mother Nature, it didn't recover well under conventional milling methods. We have a conventional float plant. So with the invention of leaching using cyanide, we can go and reprocess that. So we've done a feasibility study on reprocessing that. So that's our third asset.
And looking at Avino from a broader angle, perhaps when overlooking all your projects, the Avino Tailings Project and the adjacent La Preciosa, could you tell us a little bit more about that, what that fits in the portfolio as a whole?
Yeah, well, like I said, we're going to go from one producing asset to 3. It's all going to be operated at the same area. So the Avino Mine, we have about 550 employees. We're cash flow positive. We're unhedged. We have no debt, and we have 55 million in the bank.
And the cash flow positive that you mentioned, is that enough to fund the mine, or do you need another financing strategy?
We're not planning any financings right now. So we are just using positive cash flow and possibly some equity financings along the way, but no major financing or any debt structures at this time.
And for investors who are curious and want to know more about Avino, where should they look?
Well, on the internet, you can go to our website, avino.com. You can contact us. We speak with all investors that are interested.
And coming milestones, what are some of the highlights you look forward to?
We have 3 drills turning, so there's going to be exploration results coming out. We have production news coming out this month. Our Q3 earnings will be out in November, so people should look for that. And then in Q1 next year, we're going to come out with a maiden reserve estimate. So we've got lots of news coming. The company has been performing very well. So we recently got included in the TSX 30. So these are the #1 producing companies trading on the Toronto Stock Exchange. We were ranked 5th. So we were the #1 silver company in the world. So we were up 600% over a 3-year trailing average, and our market cap's up over 700%.
Exciting stuff. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you very much.